Have you ever spent countless hours working on a boss that seemed unbeatable before finally making the breakthrough? That unique feeling of relief and satisfaction is one of the many things that keep us gamers hooked and always looking forward to the next challenge. We have put together a list of 10 of the most rage-inducing, tear-jerking, jaw-clenchingly tough bosses that we have faced over the years, spanning various consoles and decades to give you a little reminder of the pain and joy that you once felt. It should be noted that these aren't necessarily the toughest bosses out there, just the ones that made the most significant impact on us. From childhood joy to breaking your controller on your desk, here are our picks for the top 10 boss battles, in no particular order. Number 10. Dr. Neo Cortex, Crash Bandicoot on PlayStation 1. Dr. Neo Cortex is the main antagonist of the Crash Bandicoot video games. He is in every mainline game in the series as Crash Bandicoot's arch-nemesis. To defeat Cortex, you must jump over the blue shots, avoid the purple shots, and spin back all the green shots to damage him. Try telling this to my younger self. My PlayStation 1 controller nearly got smashed a couple of times because of Mr. Dr. Cortex. Then again, I would point the controller with the handles facing the television. My toddler brain told me that this was the correct and favorable position to PogChamp at games. Number 9. Sigrun, God of War. There aren't any queen bees this tough. Sigrun is the queen of the 9 corrupted Valkyries in the 2018 God of War installment. She's so difficult to beat, they made her an optional boss. That's right, you don't need to defeat her to complete the game. But where's the fun in that? Sigrun can be summoned at the Council of Valkyries located near the shores of 9, but only once all other Valkyries have been defeated. Sigrun, even after toiling for hours to defeat the other Valkyries, also extremely tough I might add, I still had the energy and motivation to tackle the queen. Yeah, that motivation dissipated very quickly. She really is a tough cookie. The perfect dodge rolls I had to link together to avoid her pummeling strikes were that of Jedi reflexes. I felt that Kratos, being a god of war and fully kitted with armor, would at least give it as good as he got. I was wrong. Beating Sigrun took a lot, and I'm glad that it's done now, even though I want to play the game all over again. Number 8. Ancient Dragon, Dark Souls 2. The Souls games, the perfect mixture between good old horror-filled fun and the feeling you get when your life crumbles before you. With an extremely successful brand, the Dark Souls genre has ushered in a new era of gaming, with the introduction of pain, irritation, and a gut-wrenching feeling of failure. But we love it anyway. Defeating the Ancient Dragon is one of the most annoying fights. But here is a pointer if you're struggling like us. You should be at the Ancient Dragon's rear left paw. Get in as many hits as you can before his wind-up, but be careful of his paws. If he does not do something to try bait a reaction out of you, he will either stomp the foot you're attacking, or he will try to blow flames between his hind legs. Perhaps one of the most irritatingly lovable series ever created, Dark Souls has it all. I have this game to thank for my premature grey hairs. Thanks Dark Souls 2. Thanks. Number 7. Ender Dragon, Minecraft. Another dragon? Yes. A dragon boss in Minecraft? Once again, oh yes. The Ender Dragon is a boss mob in Minecraft that is considered to be the final stage in the game, because after killing the dragon, you are presented with special text on the screen. How do you defeat the Ender Dragon? Break into the cage with your pickaxe and wait for the dragon to fly away, since it cannot break the iron bars. If you have strong enough armor and are affected by absorption, hit the caged crystal with your sword. Otherwise, build a few blocks away from the crystal and shoot it with your bow or crossbow. I spent hundreds of hours on Minecraft only to be told that there is a final boss. Wow, I did not expect the Ender Dragon to be as challenging as it was, even to just get there. Do yourselves a favor and re-log into your Minecraft game and give this boss a pixelated kick in the butt, or tail in this case. Number 6. Goro, Mortal Kombat. Who can forget our favoritely insane, difficult to beat, four-armed friend Goro? I remember squealing like a piglet every time he destroyed me in a fight, even after trying the absolute hardest. Goro made his debut in the original 1992 MK1 arcade game. He's been a regular face in the franchise for the most part ever since. The only way to defeat Goro is through sheer willpower and determination, and a little bit of luck. I know the feeling of getting the boss to within a lick of life only to be combo-womboed and die in unseemingly death. Goro is exactly that boss. Number 5. Absolute Radiance, Hollow Knight. One of, if not my favorite, platform games of all time. Radiance can be found by using the Dream Nail on the Hollow Knight when the Hornet holds them down. Absolute Radiance is easily the hardest boss in the game. Not only is this an extremely difficult to beat boss, but it has one of the coolest names in all of gaming history. We thought only Souls games were this mechanically intensive. My frustration levels reached maximum volume when all I had to do was press one more button to beat the boss, and my slow, thick adult fingers could not do what my adolescent self could. Cries an adult. Number 4. Demon of Hatred, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. As if Sekiro wasn't difficult enough, this optional boss tests not only the core mechanics, but also your skill and prowess with a controller. The worst mistake one can make when dealing with this boss is to attack without a plan. That gung-ho, all guns blazing techniques should take a backseat. This is not the type of boss you can outbox. Simply put, dodge, dip, duck, dive and dodge, coupled with slowly chipping away at the health bar. Sekiro makes us all lust for a fantasy feudal Japan. Number 3. Bowser, Super Mario Odyssey. The last boss you will fight and subsequently the hardest to beat. This evil tortoise gave me anxiety. To beat Bowser, you have to keep a safe distance, poke a few fuses if you need to, then whack a few bombs back at the boss to knock it down. Climb its feet and back to reach the Irish Broodal, poke him to bits and beat the boss altogether. I loved playing the game with my favorite Italian plumber. Good nostalgic childhood memories mixed with crippling anxiety. Number 2. Mordremoth Nightmare Mode, Guild Wars 2, Heart of Thorns. Mordremoth will send minions your way while one of your allies attempts to open the rift. Clear the minions before activating the rift, which will stun Mordremoth, allowing you to attack. Rinse and repeat as many times as necessary to defeat Mordremoth. Those of you who have played Guild Wars 2 before will know just how fun it is. We had a blast playing this game for 1,000+ hours. Mordremoth is not the most frustrating boss to fight because the fun factor was still there, even after the 20th time. We enjoyed the challenging aspect and therefore have included it in our list. Number 1. Malenia, Blade of Miquella, Elden Ring. Malenia is located at the bottom of Alphael, Brace of the Halleck Tree. Malenia is another optional boss, which just screams, "I am difficult" to any player wishing to test their resolve. Elden Ring will go down in history as one of the best games ever created, thus making Malenia one of the best boss fights ever played. With an almost endless length of campaign, it's amazing to see how many optional bosses were included. I mean, Elden Ring is long, guys, like really long. And Malenia is the cream of the crop. And your bonus boss, Epic Kil'jaeden, World of Warcraft. Upon release of this boss in the expansion pack, Legion, the developers released a bugged final boss in the raid. All healing done by raiders was mitigated and almost no DPS seemed to reach him. We added this to the list because it's funny that the devs released a functionally impossible to beat boss, making it the hardest boss fight in games ever, simply because it was bugged. A bug fix was later released, allowing raiders to enjoy the spoils of winning the raid. Kil'jaeden lived up to his title as
Supreme Commander of the Burning Legion
and put up one heck of a fight to match, solidifying him as one of the most iconic WoW bosses. We hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know if you agree with the list or if there was any other significant bosses that you think should have been included. Hit that notification bell to get notified when we upload new videos. Check you next time.